Welcome back to the channel, guys and girls, or welcome to the channel if you're new. In this video, we finally got the whole new loot set, so the exotics and the mythic. That's going to be towards the end of the video, but in this video we're working up to unlocking all of the back room for the safe rooms. So let's get into it. As you can see, we're on stage 1 of 6. As per usual, we have a scenic view for dropping in, just to give a nice, calm, pleasant viewing before we get into the rampage. So we're probably not going to put any music soundtracks into this one, because we talk enough as it is anyway throughout the videos. But we are going to try and limit the talking as well. This video is going to be about 27 minutes long, so there's a lot to it. Hopefully you enjoy. So upgrading our card is going to be the process of this video. So we do need to open one of the back room doors to the black market, and we do have the gray card, which we got from the last video. This guy was just swinging his pickaxe, so I wasn't quite sure what he was doing. It kind of looked like he was trying to build battle or something. That's a weird thing to do for the beginning of a game, and once I started firing on him, he just decided to give up, it looked like. So we do have the gray key card. So I guess just any of the backroom doors will open. I'm not quite sure. But I'm thinking that's the only thing you need is the gray one to open those backroom doors for the black market. And then there's chests inside that you need to upgrade for, and we'll be working on upgrading that card throughout this video. So I seen some builds over here. I assumed it was his, but it might have been mine from spam building, because this guy stayed on the ground the whole time. As you can see, we're looking for him. He was nowhere to be found. And then I heard him build down here, so I knew he was around somewhere. So we are trying to practice with this pump and dump here, but without being able to ADS, it's kind of squirrely. It's going to be a while for me to figure this one out. Get 2 eliminations, 43 people remaining. I was thinking about just thermiting this guy because he was kind of bothering me, but we didn't get there. You can hear him running off here. We just missed him with the mammoth, so we did end up rocket drilling towards him. And we finally caught up to the guy. So we got 3 eliminations, 39 people remaining. So I seen a marker on the map up here, and that was just because the door for the back rooms was at this location. I thought it was up at the top of the mountain, and I didn't realize it until I ran to this little battle up here. It was a mistake to do. As you can see, our builds are getting a little glitchy, and we fell off of the hill here. We did get to make it out and use one of the shockwaves, but I was trying to use a shockwave here when my builds were out, and it was kind of interfering with my function here. So I was kind of panicking, but we did make it out here. We barely make it around this corner. As you can see, there was a bullet that went flying by. We only had 12 health, so it didn't matter if it was SMG, it would have eliminated us. So we were trying to crack this vault here, and somebody came running in on us. So we ran outside just so we could build and try to protect ourselves a little bit better. So for this guy, we ended up pretty much running out of our AR, so we decided to use our rocket drill, which went from 135 health down to 4 because of it. So this guy hit us pretty good. And we wanted to go back up to the vault to try and find some heals. We just ended up doing that instead of staying on the ground where the guards probably would have eliminated us. So this looks like a Brazilian player, but That was just by the name. It seemed like an NPC, but the name referred to a Brazilian player. I'm not quite sure what happened there. This guy ran around the corner with the gloves, and we ended up getting him before he got to us. He did have the sniper and the drum gun here. So I think this is our first look at the new drum gun. And later on in the video we will have only exotics and mythic. So we're just trying to box up here so we can heal up. Getting some use out of the kneecapper here, just for practice. If you prefer the videos this way without music, please leave a comment down below. If you'd rather it have music background, then I could just post at it through the YouTube studio. So once again, leave a comment down below saying so. If you'd prefer it without the music, we might even do a poll to see if people would rather have it that way, just so that we can make it more beneficial for the viewers. So this guy dropped on this bot as soon as I shot him. I didn't realize there was going to be an opponent here. We got 5 eliminations, 31 people remaining, and as you can see, our card did not work on this chest. So we could get into the vault, but we did not have the card to open the chest. So this guy's bot was focusing me, and I didn't realize that their higher characters can focus from that much of a distance. Once I eliminated this guy, the hired character was still shooting at me, so I knew there was somebody else in the car here. I think they're actually AFK though, and they just parked on the recharge, so they didn't have to worry about being eliminated. So we ended up using our thermite, because you can see the car just gets rebuilt and rebuilt because he's sitting on the gas pump. So we're just going to spam our thermite here, which is going to eliminate the hired character and the person in the car. So we've done close to 800 damage here, and we finally got the opponent eliminated. So we got 7 eliminations, 14 people remaining at this point in the video. We did run into a gold llama, so we're going to stop here and get it. We're in top 5 situation. So we are coming up on the section where we get all the exotics and mythics. It's not every one in the game, but it's going to be a full loadout of just those types of weapons. So we're in the top 3 at this point. Somebody just used gold splash down here, so I realized they were in the building. I thought they were going to be in the mansion at first. So I didn't know what kind of items this guy had. We ended up putting the cone on top of his ramp, and he was going to run out, and he turned back around. So we tried hitting him, and he hit us twice for 50, so that was really bad, or twice for 49. He tried running back out, and we blocked him off. So at this point, I was just understanding that the rocket launcher was in the game. At this point, I hadn't seen it yet. All we had seen was the drum gun and the exotic sniper. I could tell this guy was in this box here, so I started to focus on the box just to get the guy to come out. We are being sniped from a distance, which is the only other player alive. I decided to put a cone down here so he couldn't shoot at me, but he was in the box off to the side here. He had no clue where I was. As you can see, building there actually saved us. The third party is still behind us somewhere. We don't know exactly where he is. He could have finished me off by now. And at this point I realized this guy had all the special loot. So we're going to drop our legendary and epic items for all exotic and 1 mythic here. So we have the minigun now, which is our first time using, as well as the exotic rocket launcher, exotic pump and dump, and the collateral damage. So we tried using the collateral here. We didn't realize that it was such a slow, low distance fire for long distance. So we switched over to our mini. We nearly hit this person with every single item in our inventory here. I think we did miss with a rocket launcher. And he had the stinker, as you can see here. He had the stink hunting rifle, and that's what he finishes off with. So that game's gonna be over, but we still have a couple more, so stay tuned for that as we get into it right here. If you're liking the video so far, go ahead and click the like button to let me know. If you'd like to see more, go ahead and click the subscribe button. Helps out a lot, doesn't cost anything, and it is greatly appreciated. So we still haven't done our shadow briefing quest, and we are still working on upgrading our card to get into the back rooms of the black market. So we attempted this shadow briefing like 4 separate times, and every time we get it, there's no one to be found around us. You only have like 4.5 minutes from when it starts. So we're just gonna have to start it once we see somebody close to us and then chase them down. So we got the new outfit. It's gonna be Midas. So like I was saying before, if you'd rather the videos be like this without music in the background, leave a comment saying so. And if you don't, you prefer to have music, also leave a comment down below. I should do a poll, but for some reason YouTube's just not sharing our videos right now, so the poll's not really going to work out for us. And if there is music in this video already, then that's because we already made the change and added through YouTube. So we need 5 more guards, it looks like, to complete that quest. So our gold's actually full, so we can't pick it up, but we are getting tallies for actually opening the safes, I guess. Back into the gameplay. So as you can see, the drops, we need to open 1 more vault. That's going to be the main thing, and the guards are just whenever we get around a guard, we need 5 more guards. So here we were chasing down this truck because we needed the guards to come out, and that's also going to count as a vault. So we did attack these guys as they were driving by. That's why the first 2 were actually really weak. So it looks like we completed the one where we needed 20 of the guards. Now we're just working on the vault. Right now our level is 72. So I should have just spammed these thermites at the vault. It would have opened probably a little bit quicker than it did. We did try to heal up a little bit, just in case somebody came in on us. But there we got our quest completed for opening the vault as well. I think we have like 2 days before more quests are available for us. Oh, okay, it just said rob vaults. You need 3 more vaults now for the next stage, but it does say drop 2. It takes 2 more days. So somebody was attacking this truck once again, so we tried going for him, and he ended up rocket drilling away. So we ended up finishing this guy off with a pump and dump. He had the Mortal Kombat gloves. So we got 51 damage out of the 100 damage required for that briefing, so we almost had it, but like I said, once we get the briefing, shadow briefing started, nobody's around, so it was just sheer luck that guy was there, and we only got half of it, so that's not going to count for later on. Anytime you start a quest, you have to complete it in that time when it comes to shadow briefings. So I had these guards shooting at me when this guy had popped in. But we actually got to finish him off. That laser is really strong, so we're going to swap out for that as well. And our vault did open up. So just entering the vault actually gives us our quest completed, as you can see in the top left. We picked up both of the dill coins. As we're heading onto this train, somebody was already up here, so this was a bad choice to open a vault. He's got the kneecapper, so I did want to delay a little bit so I had the upper hand here. And I think I got him for a little bit, but he nailed us. We ended up running and re-healing. So we do have another briefing activated, as you can see here. We need AR damage from 30 meters or beyond. So we got that quest completed. Finally, we completed stage 1 of the Midas quest here. Stage 2 is just going to be spending bars or collecting bars, which we do normally, so that shouldn't take too long to complete. So this laser is really strong if you can be accurate with it. It's a good item to use to eliminate people. So we got 4 eliminations, 29 people remaining at this point. So I was actually battling the other guy here, and this car just wanted to be a part of it, I guess. So we did sticky him, and it caused a lot of damage to his vehicle. He does end up getting out of the vehicle here. And we go to blow up his car, and he was just close enough that when the car blows up, he gets eliminated as well. So we got 5 eliminations, 15 people remaining in this lobby. We make it down inside the black market. Finally get to use our card to open the door. So we got that quest completed as well. So our next quest is going to be to actually open this chest down here. You can hear there's somebody above us as well too. We wanted to grab this Midas drum gun. So it's actually our first time purchasing the Midas drum gun. And this still says that we can't open the box just yet, so we're still working on upgrading our card for this point. We're going to go ahead and go back with Lawless Heavy, just because it's really helpful to be able to see where your opponents are. So there's 12 people remaining, so we're almost in top 10 at this point. One of our quests is to spend gold, so that was 450 just trying to rift out of this location. We are in the top 10 now. There's 8 people remaining, 7 now. We got 6 eliminations. We nearly almost got this guy as well, but he turned just quick enough. Get to upgrade our pump and dump here. and we really wanted this drill, but there was only a couple uses of it, as you can see. Also, leave a comment down below if you prefer the longer videos, because we don't usually do videos this long, but it is helping us keep up with our current timeline of our videos being posted. So leave a comment down below if you do like or prefer these longer videos. Normally our videos are around 14 minutes long, I believe, so this is almost double our normal video. So this is obviously not a real character. Got 6 opponents, or 6 people remaining, 5 opponents. And here we're actually going to use our drum gun. So we got 5 people remaining, 8 eliminations. We don't really have a clue where anybody else is. You can see there's a medallion coming in from behind us, but I think they were just on the floating island at this point. Somebody was healing up over here, and I do believe this was a real player because bots don't hide behind trees to heal. And now the medallion character is actually pretty close to us, but we still don't know where he is, so we're just going to fire the Lawless Heavy here so we can check areas out. We know somebody behind us is firing at us as well, but that person is nowhere to be found either, so we're just going to be randomly shooting everywhere until we can highlight where this character is. This is not the one that was firing at us, but we landed a headshot on this guy. And then once again, there is somebody to our right over here, actually coming up this crevice of the mountain. And we land a headshot on this guy as well. So the Heavy actually has a 345 for a headshot, which I think is stronger than the previous Heavy. So I think that's actually pretty cool. I think the Falcon only does like 167. I guess it depends on the rating or quality of the item. We are in the top 2 situation here. We've got 11 eliminations. This guy has probably a lot more of a rocket drill than we do, and he's got the kneecapper. So he just boxed up, so we're just going to light him up here with our tracking sniper, just so we can keep an eye on him. We are actually going to try and sticky him as well with the sticky nades, but that doesn't quite work out. He ends up taking off before the sticky nade gets down to him. So we're kind of curious where he was. We did end up lighting him up again with the tracker. We had quite a few nades, so we decided just to spam them, because we didn't really need them for long game anyway, since how this is top 2 situation. Now that we're in zone, we have to use the last of our drill just to get out. We are in the new zone, but it's not going to stay for long just because it is a tiny zone now. So we're trying to double tier this floor just so he couldn't shoot us out easily, and you can see he's already got a build over here and it's opened up. This one had to have just grazed his ear because I swore it was going to be a headshot and it actually missed. I think he's got the mammoth, so he's trying to get a headshot on me with that one as well. And now we have to move into zone, so we're just going to slowly push in over here. We didn't want to use the last of our rocket drill because there wasn't really much remaining. So I think this guy was just kind of trolling with the mammoth at first, because you can see he was taking it easy, and now he's kind of going ham with the kneecapper. And he just pulled his rocket drill back out, so we're gonna make a move. We really should have just launched our last 3 nades over here at him, but we were trying to get back into zone as well. And we're pretty low on mats. Now we have to use our drill just to get out of the storm. We're complete out of mats though, so there's not much we can do. And he did finish us off with a kneecapper. If you liked the video, go ahead and click the like button. If you'd like to see more, go ahead and click subscribe. Click notification bell so you see next time we post the next video, which is scheduled a specific time every single day, sometimes twice. As you can see, we are on stage 2 of that quest. Thanks again. Stay safe. Stay positive. Have an amazing day.